Alrighty. Hello, hello. I hope everybody's doing well. Oh no, 5 minutes. We're good. We're good. We're here. How you doing? Garota. How you doing? Good to see you. Gonna be working on a little bit of production today. Hope that's all right. If not, well, I guess check back next time because that's what I'm gonna be doing. You know, gonna be working on the metal lathe here, and gonna be working with these blanks here. We got these blanks that we'll be working on for the most part. Well, actually, hopefully, yeah, till we get them up into the point where we're going to get sanded. How you doing, Red? Let's see. Hop over here. That's good, good, good. Yes, these are Galaxy blanks. I'm going to try and do this actually a little bit of a different way, but you may not have seen this configuration here. So what we've got here is a metal lathe, and this is a 3-jaw, this is a Jacob's chuck, and it's on the carriage. So basically when it's on the carriage, it allows for me to make it move forward and backwards so much easier. So the peck drilling is what I call it, is it's basically like a woodpecker where you try to get a little bit of the pecking going. So it's nicer for when you have a lot of drilling to do, in which case we do. I do. You don't, unless you like to drill, in which case it is what it is. How you doing, Marco? Good to see you. See you. Yeah, well, welcome. Welcome. Appreciate you for being here, hanging out. um, does it break? Does what break? The blank? I suppose it could. Um, let's see. You know a game called Fortnite? Yes, I do. I do. We're going to start with the cap and the barrel of these. These are going to be a M13. But first thing, yeah, I do. I do know of Fortnite. Do I want you to donate? Sure, if you would like to. Yeah. Let's see. So the B, C, and S all have a different meaning for me. Um, so it's the barrel, cap, and the section. So, all right, that's fine. I will see you around. Maybe not. I don't know. Thanks for stopping by and saying hey. Anywho, gonna get going. Take care, Red. Alrighty. So they're already measured out. So all I really need to do is cut it. Go ahead and chop this. Boom. So that is good. We're going to go ahead and get a center start going. So how's everybody's weekend been? Has it been pretty good? Uneventful? Or eventful? I don't know. I'm going to hit it with a center start here. So you'll actually probably see why the this type of drilling is a little bit easier for this type of lathe. can't donate. That's okay. You don't need to. But yes, what we're doing is creating a little bit of a, or not a little bit, we're creating a hole for the converter to go into. Or I don't have to explain anything and just treat it, I guess, like ASMR style. Oh, let's see. What's up? What's up? Back. Splendid. Okay. Next thing we've got to do. Yeah. Let's see. You just see it all happening. I am making a fountain pen. So the blanks are these right here, and these are basically essentially plastic rods. Yep, making a hole. Now a nice little bevel to the hole. You're shit right. Now we got to thread it. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, maybe I should just stay silent and see what y'all think I'm making the whole time. And there we go. Let's see. Now, bum, bum, bum. Yeah, we will come back to the rest of that. That is sufficient for now. Okay. And now we have a cap and a section. So I'm not going to worry too much about the... I guess I can go ahead and cut it off. Haven't quite refined my process to a point where I'm happy with, you know, the whole sequence of events here. So that's what this is going to be. We just need to chop this. Take care, Dorota. Yeah, people watch. You're here, aren't you? Well, you were, I guess. But that's okay. Mm-hmm. All right, this is for the cap. And this is a large enough diameter for the section, which is neat. Then the other thing that I've got to do for the cap here is create a recess for the section. But yeah, I suppose people do hang out here if they're interested in learning how to make fountain pens, or just like watching uh, different type of things being made or stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Mhm. All right, so here's the trip start tab here. It is set. Start moving it. There we go. Just ride it in. Back it up. Right, now that is good for the section. Let's see, sections going that way, so we're going to go this way. I won't need, actually I won't need this. Whoops. Yet. Hey, hey. Right on, Sam. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Good luck on your exam. Okay. And one more thing here. Your exams end on that. Right on. Right on, man. I know you'll be glad that that's over once that time does come. No, I would. Let's see. So that, then I'll need to switch over and do that. Let's see how we're going to do this. I guess it happens. Yeah, it is. Shirt too. I got to rep, you know? Got to represent. Let's see if this works in this particular case here. No promises with this. I don't know what this is going to do. Hopefully it'll do something not like that. Okay. Try a little faster. Oh, let's not do that. It doesn't want to do this. Launch merch? No, not right now. No. We're trying to get to that 500 right now. The 500 subscribers. So we're going to need some more likes, a little bit more watch time. But you know what? We'll just be patient because it'll happen. It'll happen. Just take a little time. That's okay. I think at this point, what I should do is actually convert this over or back over to this. Laura, how you doing? Good to see you. So the intent was actually going to be How's the weather, Laura? Good weather? It's a little rainy here today. Yes. Yes, indeed. I've got one already done over here. If you'd like to see, well, I guess done up into the point where I'm going to get these. Abby likes to do them in sets. So let's see this one. So that is going to be kind of like that. Yeah, there's a lot of interference and shimmer and little sparkle that you can't really tell or see because it's not shined up quite yet. But yes, indeed, we do that. Or Abby does that, where she tries to, where she makes a blank, and then she'll make a set of rods if she wants them as fountain pens too. Thank you so much. Oh no, an ice storm. Got some bottled water. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, did you receive the I guess your most recent package? What am I looking for here? Looking for this. Here we go. Oh, wonderful. Glad to hear it. Okay, so I think that this is going to have to be a little bit um, of my process is going to have to go a little bit back and forth. What nib do I use? We use Joe 06. Joe 06 or Yovo. Yovo. But yeah, they're Yovo number 6. There is one right here. Doesn't want to focus, but it's got an M engraved on it as well, lasered. But yes. And then it'll be also with a fit for a universal Schmidt converter. Alrighty. The section is done enough right now. And when I say done enough, I still have to flip it around and hit them from the other direction. Words, I apologize. I need to drill these steps for the shoulder for the nib on the inside of this. Golly, John. Am I going to post them on the website? That would be an Abby question, but yes, they will eventually get posted there. I'm not exactly sure when. Yeah, not sure when. For some things, I mean, for just about everything. I mean, we like people to be able to see what they're getting before they actually get it. That way, it's not like a mystery or something. Just think. I think it is. I think people prefer that they're able to see what it is that they're getting. So, you're doing great. Thank you for asking. I mean, she might even stop by a little later and chat. This needs to be more convenient to where this is sliding back and forth, but man. Okay. That's for the section. That is the section. That is the cap. So really the next thing I need to do is get the barrel set up. Hey, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Designed them. Well, Abby designed them. She also designed the M. Yeah. Okay. First things first. Here's what I got to do. I need to throw this on the mandrel, trim it down. You're new in pins. Well, welcome, Carlos. Pins are a lot of fun. I do not use kits typically. Basically, I designed the whole pin around these two components right here. Yep. So basically, I get the measurements of this, and then I construct like the internal of the cap, the section, and then the recess inside the barrel here. Yeah. She is pretty creative. She is pretty creative indeed. All right, so this is a center start. And the reason I'm going to use a center start is because this, you see how it's a little out of round right there? Oh, it's got a little bit of a wobble. I need to fix that. Okay. That's really all I needed to do there. The chuck out of the chuck. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no chuck key. It's just a Titan one. How you doing, Brian? See you. Okay. Back this off a little bit. Oh no, not one of those. I do also have kits, Carlos, and if I can get these done in a reasonable time, then I'll probably make a couple more things out of Purple Heart. I've got this back here. Here, I'll show you right quick. This right here. Zoom in. Focus. There. So that's what's on the agenda today. So we got maybe some more Purple Heart, but we got production fountain pens, and we're working with the Galaxy one first. So that is the plan. And the goal was to actually have that so it would be pretty easy to see and stuff. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and run this. Get it nice and smooth. Nice lock set, and here we go. Not enough. There we go. That's good. I usually have the vacuum on for this, but that's good to hear. Still working on your inventory. I do have a vertical chat going as well. So there is that. That's better. Now the reason I did that is because I changed up my sequence just a bit to see if it'll work. So I guess this is about that time to where I can see if it did. Look away. Brian, look away. Right, there's that. But yes, yes indeed. So if this goes how I want it to, the other two will be a lot more efficient, I would say. But let's see, Carlos, what are you interested in seeing, I guess? Are you interested in seeing kits, or are you just wondering about kits? Or do you make pins? So many questions. What am I doing? What am I doing? Here we go. But yes, Brian, I have a, yeah, I just have a vertical as well. Okay. See where we are here. You see a lot of my videos, Carlos? Nice. Well, thanks for stopping by and checking me out live. Hope you can find something beneficial. What is it that you're trying to learn? Because I am certainly not a machinist. So don't claim to be that. Although I do have some machinists that stop by, hang out. Yeah. They tell me what I'm doing is wazoo sometimes. Sometimes they say what I'm doing is stupid. But then sometimes they're like, you know what? I like you. All kinds of good things. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to just leave it there for a second. If I left it there, then I could do my other drilling and everything would be in line. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do right quick. The other thing is, got to measure this section. Okay. Alrighty, that looks like this. Okay. You're nearing retirement and want to do something fun? Well, are you looking to spend all your retirement or are you looking to like, I'm just kidding. I guess what I'm really getting at is that it can be, I guess, pricey. For returning can get expensive, I guess. But a lot of people use it as a good A good way for like therapy. I can't say any like medical benefits or whatever. All I could do is talk from my own personal experience, and um, yeah, I find it to be very quite therapeutic. um, but if you like working with your hands, Carlos, I would say that this is probably a great thing for you to um, have ideas and come out to the workshop and try out whatever idea it is. So yeah. I've been turning for five 5 years now. Um, as far as the sequence that I've got right now, I don't know if this is exactly the one that you would want to follow, because I'm kind of trying out some different tools that I've got, and then some other, I guess, techniques as well. So just wanted to throw that out there. Did I ask what it was that you were interested in doing? I guess specifically. Do you like the idea of pins? Shoot. If you, well, I guess I don't really know at what stage or anything like that. But been thinking about offering a little, I don't know if a course is the right thing, but a little something to where I can teach you whatever it is that I know. So if you wanted to learn how to make like the bespoke, at least the way that I make a bespoke pen, then that would be a way to do that. Um, but yeah, I was thinking about one-on-one style. So if you had specific questions, you wouldn't have to worry about other people, uh, you know, other people, I don't know, making fun of you or whatever. Because everybody's got a starting point, and if you just started by knowing what it was that you were doing, that kind of, I don't know, in my opinion, for something like this, it kind of takes the joy out of it. If you just, I don't know, if you could just program your brain and be like, boom, now I know how to do this. It almost seems not as fun because you don't get to experience the journey of learning. So I guess that's kind of my thoughts about it. That's what I like. Uh, but the reason I also stream is for people that actually like the pins that I make. It gives them an opportunity to see. Um, there we go. It gives the opportunity to see, what goes into making them. So I think it's a pretty cool thing. But then again, I might be a little biased. So that fits nicely. This is good. Hopefully this will turn fine. Or not turn fine, but be lined up perfectly. Which I don't know why it wouldn't be. Boom. So there's that. There's this. And now I've got to do this part here. And the way that I'm going to do that, because of how I did the other part of it, I am going to actually put it on a mandrel that I know is straight. Dorata, welcome back. Welcome back. Did you find any other lives that were good? Or did you just have to step out or what? Either way, good to see you again. So it's turning pretty flat and true, which is cool. I'm just going to use our center start here. That's it. Boom. Okay. So I'd say that my process here, we'll trim these down to make sure, but I think this is going to work out nicely. Okay, just a little bit. Get that going. Doesn't need to be a big old look here. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is smooth and round. And what I mean by round is not like in line. You want the circles or the rounds to be consistent. And if you don't have that, then, you know, it makes things a little bit harder. So that is good enough. That was for you, Brian. Concentric. That's the word. Concentric. So, close up of what I'm talking about. All right, so you can look at all the different walls, the wall thickness on each one of these, and it's pretty accurate. So, like, come on. Alrighty. So, the wall thickness on this side should be the same as it is on this side, which it pretty much is, right? Because you still have to kind of factor in the threads and, you know, I guess be a little understanding of the threads kind of throwing your measurements off just a tiny bit. But yeah, the 140 and 140. So what you're looking for is you're looking for like a bulgy, a spot that can end up being like thicker on one side than the other side. And that would mean that it is, you know, a non-concentric circle, which would make it, I call it wonky, right? But it would make it so it would be impossible to make these pieces flush unless it was single start. There's a lot of other things, I guess. But anyway, these are the parts here for the basic fountain pen that I'm going to be making here. I don't intend on putting a clip on. If I did, if I wanted to put a clip on, there's a couple ways. I think the easiest way would probably be to have a little bit of extra meat on the cap and then create a tenon and then chop that off, then be able to flip that around and then put it right back in. And that would be where the cap would go, or the clip would go. That's a way, but there's a lot of ways, which is pretty cool. It's also why I like looking at older pins too, is because there's so many different things that they do, which is so neat. The technology that they had previously. We're going to put this to the side, and then I'm going to put this back in because it will work, and I will do this in, I guess, the production style to see how long it takes me to do that. So this thing, I don't know what exactly this thing is called, but this chuck fits on the carriage, the quick change turret, and it's really nice for drilling. But in order to get it set correctly, it's got this little thing that tucks away here, right? It's got this little guy. This will come out. It'll lock in. And then this is basically your guide. You have to move the carriage over to get it dialed in just right. But then when you do, you don't want to mess with it. There, we're there. So I actually had to shim to help get it into the right position. Right on, Brian. See you in a little bit. So, all right, so not too tight here. That's looking good. I'm looking at how the contact is with the jaws here, making sure that each of the three jaws here are actually touching this piece, and then it's able to move in and out pretty easily and not stopped or dragged. I'm also looking at the tip as I pull it. You can see it if it is not right. It would kind of bounce on one side or the other. It would tell me what side needs to be fixed. But like I said, we made some good shim here, and makes it easier. Yep. So that's going to stay and not move. This, go back there. Let's see. So we're going to do the same process again. um, let's see. One of the things that I was having trouble with, starting with the blanks like this. So we'll take a look. This is actually really nice, and yeah. So that's pretty good. What I'm looking for is this to be like flat and perfectly cylindrical. Sometimes they can be a little slightly bent. And for that, what you would need to do is we'll have a process, or part of the process be to make it not that way. You need it to be pretty flat and straight and everything. And if it's not, I'm gonna mess it up. Okay. Now I do already want to add one thing, which will be simple. Once I find the thing I'm looking for here. Looking for my Forstner bit. All right, we shall just grab another one. Forstner bit. Now, this is kind of like I think a clever way That's what I'd call it. I call it my clever way of uh, facing, getting a starter hole and everything um, for this. So it's got the guide that will center itself, and then it'll also make it flat and flush. At least that would be the intention here. Let's see. I'd say that was a very mediocre, if not bad. But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and use the center start and continue. Right on, Carlos. I'll see you around, man. It's weird. Why? I like that. Mm-hmm. Well, it usually goes pretty well with the other thing. But this one, I guess, likes to wobble around more than it should. I don't know. All right. That is all right. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, this is the barrel, y'all. Vibrating is not what you want. So it makes me think that it's because of the move. Down motion. Try this. I guess we're gonna see what happens with this. He's so vibrating. It was. You know, I guess this will be the actual test to see if the other steps will remedy that part. Yeah. Ooh, it's so bad. Okay, this is not what we want. That's okay. Find stuff out. Thought we had it, but of course not. Well, that one for now is done. Huh. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Try again? I don't know. See how it goes. See, this is not. Got a lot of movement there. think we'll just go back to Old Faithful till I figure out a new plan for that one. New way of doing this. That is not good. Go. Okay. We'll use this. We'll just stick to this for now. All right. Again, got the barrel. This, I already faced it with the other carriage here. See that? How it's supposed to go. Nice and straight, not wobbly. Oh, so there's that. That. Get rid of the internal sharp edges. Gently, of course. Got to tap it. Oh. That. Good, good. So this is one of the things on the other ones that I'm going to have to still do, which is not a big deal. It's just I moved this part of the sequence to a different spot. So Got to go back and make sure that it happens still. And that is creating the tenon. And since we've got everything already set here and configured and everything. We're just going to use that. Okay, nice. That was perfect. Now from here, I like to take the chuck out, reinforce the internals a little bit. Oh, that's not going to work. This will go back to what I was talking about before with the concentric circle element of it. So we'll get to see now, I guess, which is a bummer. But maybe, no, absolutely not. This be flat, but it's not. Yep, show you. Unfortunately, I can show you what I was talking about before. So if you look, hold on. I guess it's going to be hard because it's much lighter color. Okay, so this side is what, 224, and that side is 157, 219, 210, 188, 175. Okay, this is not going to work. And we could also look at this one and kind of see that we might run into the same thing. So 440, 540. No good. Not good. Which is a bummer. These will not do. Hmm. Let's see. Some of that. Put these to the side for now. Look at that. We've cut our work into half. And that is a part of why you prep your stuff first. See, I thought it was going to work all right. And sometimes it does, which is so weird. Sometimes it works fine, sometimes it does not. I still haven't quite figured out what exactly is causing that to be the case. Anywho, I guess we are reduced to the other thing now. Let me vacuum this mess up. Then I got to reposition it. Okay. That's offset and whatnot. This one is good. Okay. But yeah, gonna have to revisit those at a later time. We don't want to get derailed, you know. We got some stuff that we're working on. Alrighty. Now let me go ahead and this. That'll work. Alrighty, let me fix that right quick. Trying to switch up the view here. Good. Okay. Oh. That'll be good enough. Boom. Okay. Fine, that'll work. This is a collet. Collet chuck. Fine. Perfect. Let me finish set up. Ah. Okay. There we go. Righty. That is what we're working on right there. This is the section. The section. And go hit Morty right quick. Nice. Just like that. The section. Now it's just got to go get cleaned up, sanded, and polished. Sanded, polished, and cleaned up. Got a little bit more work. Uh-oh. Don't touch it. $15.50 to $14.50. Yeah. Righty. One quick thing I've got to do as well. I don't need the section template measurement anymore. I just need to actually check the depth of the cap. Guess you can't see. How about that? A little better. So that's my initial mark right there. This is going to be a Guardian model. Then from here, just combine the two pieces. Get a little bit of refining here. Easier to go on and off. But need to measure out the final length that we're going for. Right, well, using a yardstick. It's all right. It really doesn't matter that. It's just got to be, you know. So, there, and so the final measurement here. Okay. So I know that this is actually past the depth. There's my line. So this is basically defining the line where I want it. So that's more or less my reference there. And turn it down, which I could have done on my metal lathe, but I did not. It's about good. See how crazy the difference is. Crazy. Hard to see the middle sometime, and I guess it's hard to determine how thick the middle is relative to the ends sometimes. Ooh, nice. Go ahead and do a little bit of this. And feel that there is a larger spot. So lower our speed down. I'm going to try to get it flat. Nice and flat here. So basically the sanded part are the peaks, and then the valleys are these shiny parts still. But it just kind of lets you know where it's flat and where it's not by using something that is. Could have avoided this if I just ran the metal lathe for its relative dimension and then came over here and finished it up. Then if you wanted to go a little bit further, you take it to, I guess, another step you could do is you're going to check it on one end and then see. So in my case here, it's a little bit, it's about 14, 15, 14, 13. So we're actually right on where we need to be. So that's pretty cool. Estimate, need to use the finer side, smooth it out just a little bit more in some of these areas. You can't see, but you can feel. Okay, now put it off here. Um, if you want to make adjustments here, I don't really suggest using your tool because if you spin it fast, it'll cause it. It's not perfectly flush inside of this, so it can move. See that it's moving right there. So if you increase the speed, it'll cause the outermost area to kind of whip around. And what you're going to end up with is, a very inconsistent cylinder there. So the other thing I do from this point is measure 0. In this case, I'm going to there. Now that's my reference for my cap. Let's see. There, that is. So there's this mandrel here. Alrighty. So reference mark, it is going to be a rounded, which is 30 equal. So that's basically the end of my pen. Now I've got to shape everything around it. Alrighty. A little bit. So if you remember all the way back to where I drilled the cap out, the about right here in this way actually has more meat. It has a more thickness, more thick walls, I guess, than the bottom part here, and that is because it's just to facilitate the nib instead of the section. Still got a little bit to work on there. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. We're really close. I don't want to risk messing that last little bit up, so I'm going to kind of sand and creep to it. Okay. Good. So dig here a little bit. Carbide, round carbide. So we part off a little tip. That. So here, the structure is quite a bit more sound. We're just gonna take the carbide here and then kind of finish that shape off. And the rest of that really can be done with sandpaper. So let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like with its counterpart, I guess, as well as okay. That's okay. Got to chase the threads, clean those up. I'd say it's pretty good though. That's what we're looking at right now. Finish cleaning it up. Little spots here and there that need to be touched up and refined. Let me go ahead and quick adjustment here. Hmm. Where'd you go? Anybody got big plans for the rest of the day? Oh, wow. Mm, there. There it is. Take a look. Just a tiny bit more. There we go. Boom. Perfect. All right. So one of the problems with the other ones, I could show you right quick. Here we go. This is where we are. Oh, nice. Thank you. So good at that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. How are you doing this day? This afternoon. Good grief. It's already 3:22. Time flies when you're having fun, huh? But yeah, so there's my Marauder, and this is my Guardian. So essentially, it's just the ends for the most part. Some people like a rounded profile. Some people like a flat profile. And then the nice thing about the flat one is we do finials on these sometimes and whatnot. Yes, yes, indeed. Do you collect fountain pens? Let me turn off Morty. Let's see. Weird. There you go. So that is the website, and it is powered through Shopify. If you would like, or if you do see something that you would like, um, my wife, Abby, deals with all of that, or handles all of that, deals with. Um, but yes, so take a look at some of those things and see if that would be something that you'd be interested in. If not, well, I appreciate you looking. Um, but I also make kit pins as well. Um, so a pin like this one. How you doing, sir? Yeah, yeah, I remember you. I did just finish two. Well, sorry, I finished one. So of these blanks, two of them are done now. So that's what these are here. They still need to be sanded and polished, but they are I guess to that point. Um and then I messed up one of my pieces, so I'm gonna have to revisit that at a later date because I'm not going to do that right now. That's how I I guess deal with that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Um, what's the process of how I start off making them? I start with a blank. That's what you start with. All right. Hey, how you doing? Your name does not look familiar. Haven't seen you here. My wife makes the blank. Yep, my wife makes all the blanks that we use aside from the Franken pen. I don't know if you've seen that one, but that one was made with like none of her material, which is kind of cool. But yeah, we she makes blanks and I turn them into the pens. But I've got a different series that I'm working on as well, and it is basically wood, a wood series. It is indeed resin. Yeah. I guess what's your goal, Andrew? I don't know really how much to talk about the individual things. A lot of people are at different stages of of stuff, and some people have different interests, whether it's the blank or the turning or the process or how to do something. So it's one of those things where you got to kind of narrow down what it is that you're interested in wanting to learn. Okay. But yeah, so the other pins I was working on are these. There we go. So this is ebonite, and then this is bloodwood, and the section and the oh, I gotta chase those. That's why they were like that. So the section, sleeve, and then the cap are all ebonite, and then the different species of wood has been my target there. Well, right on, man. That's exciting. Working on that stuff. But yeah, I would say that the best way to start is, you know, hanging around. That's good. That's good. That woodworking and workshop stuff. Yeah, man. I'm for it. I don't do much wood turning. However, like I mentioned, one of my projects that I was doing is a lot of wood. I've got 45 different species that I am working through here. But yeah. But yeah, I've done the Purple Heart one and I've done the Bloodwood one. The next wood I have yet to announce, but there's another one that's in line. But I wanted to spend a little more time with Purple Heart. So that was kind of what I was thinking today is make a kit pin. Yeah, I was going to make a kit pin out of Purple Heart. So the DuraClick EDC is this here. There we go. And I thought about modifying it, but I still haven't. But yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you hanging out. This is you can see like the beginning part of that. You got the bushings for the EDC? Nice. I do too. Somewhere. I gotta find them. Excuse me. There we are. So yeah, we're going to change gears a little bit. We're going to turn a kit pin. Nope, not that. So yeah, I gotta reconfigure this. Oh, Andrew, TBC Bushings is Brian Nikitas, and he is a machinist. And if you were looking for specific bushings, he's got a pretty comprehensive website, easy to work with fella. And he's also got the ability to make custom ones for if and when you get to a point where you're trying to make custom parts, or if you have a pin kit that you are trying to make. Okay. But yeah. Something that I find kind of strange is that this is one of those things right here. This thing right here creates a divide among pin turners, pin makers, and stuff. It's like, here's a kit. Okay, but the brass tube is the main problem, right? That's what some people get so mad or so I don't know what the right word would be, but like a little, I don't know. I don't know. But there's a lot of cool stuff. And once you figure out how to do kits, then you can go into bespoke, or you could just go straight into bespoke. If you really wanted to. I started off with a cheap Harbor Freight tap and die set. I think it was about 15 bucks. And what I did was basically I used those pieces in order to make the pen. I've got one inside that I made. It was a single start, and that's how I learned the process in the first place of how to do what it was that I was trying to do. Bum, bum, bum. But yes, this next thing won't be is, I would say, a good entry point for a lot of newer turners. People that are just looking to start out. What I'm about to do is a pretty good starting point. Maybe not this particular kit, because I think this particular kit's about $15 to $18, somewhere in that ballpark. I would suggest starting with a not so expensive one. 786, so I need an 8 mil. Alrighty, where is my 8? Whoop. There it is. Heart healthy. Purple heart. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're already over on this one. I suppose. Let's see. Try to zoom out a little bit. Cannot. So that'll work. Okay. Well, since I'm going to do this anyways. Oh, right on, Andrew. I'll see you around, man. Let's see. Okay. We have some jaws here. And I have cut all the pieces of wood to 4 inches. What? We're going to do that one, this one. Okay. Okay. So this is where we are with the Purple Heart. What I need to do is measure this out and then cut it. Marker. Okay, so give yourself a little bit of room on both ends here. Single body, this is coming off. Gonna hit it with a bandsaw right quick. Gonna cut that part off. So in this particular case, it's not a perfect square blank here. So basically, I'm just looking at the jaw here, and then that is approximately the center. It'll be good enough. This part is not precise or perfect or anything. Let's see, gotta get a drill. Usually I do this, any sort of drilling on my other lathe. Well, Abby's lathe, actually. Yeah, I do the drilling on Abby's lathe. Uh-huh. Okay. So nothing too crazy, just need to do this and then get our 8mm drill bit, because the bushing is, or not the bushing, the brass tube is 785. So that's what we've got to do here. I'd say something pretty significant about wood in general is you're going to want to wear a respirator. At the very least, a particle filtration. Because sometimes drilling different species of wood obviously kicks up the dust, but you don't want that in your respiratory tract. And then also people can have allergic reactions to different species of wood. So another thing to be careful about is finding out if that would be something that you would be allergic to or not. So now it really only is for the turning portion of it, but I guess I'm not even going to wear a hat. Huh! So you've got a respirator. Then it's also advisable for using a face shield. And bonus points if it's clean. Ish. Clean-ish will be good. All right, let's get to it. I guess I don't need it quite yet. Well, the shield at least. Okay. So not too fast, not too slow. I'm looking at the shadow right here. I'm looking at the shadow right here, and it'll show me that the meat of the particular pen that I've got, or the blank, I mean, it'll show me the meat. So you'll see kind of like a kind of a phantom shape, and then you can see the round part. So you'll know about how much you'll have available for you to use. So Boom. Interesting thing about Purple Heart and Bloodwood, this here, it's actually from the wood. I don't think I've done this one before. So this is called a moisture meter, and there is a little cover right here that is covering up sharp points, and these are the detectors for moisture. So you just, the moisture content's about 10. You check a different spot. So it seems to be between what, 6 and 10, 7 and 10, 8. So that's what people are talking about when they talk about MC, or moisture content. Typically, you want it in the neutral zone. All right, here we go. So here we are, brass tube, pretty good. It could actually cut a little bit off, but I will not do that initially. Boom. That's what we're going to do. Bum, 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 bum. Abby's got all the medium. Let's see. Sorry, looking for some medium. And I like to do the gluing portion over the trash can. Okay. All right, so we know that the brass tube fits nicely. Want to make sure that you do check that before you glue. But you don't want to glue it oh. All right, so you've got that. I'm gonna work it in there where you coat it. Boom. There. Now, whoops. That's a bummer. It's okay. Okay, now I'll get a little spritz with activator here. Give that a moment. Oh, huh. Okay. A barrel trimmer. Barrel trimmer comes in this little red thing. Huh? Barrel trimmer. That side might take a little bit, but we won't push through. That's kind of the important thing. So we can actually push this into that. I know people don't like this particular method. That's okay. I don't want to use that. Ah! Okay. So you can see the brass tube, right? So all I'm going to do is use my barrel trimmer and trim it down. Oh, that's not the right size. You want to make sure you get the right size barrel trimmer. Good grief. What was I doing before? So most of these things come with a variety. I'm going to find the right one. All right, so that is the correct one. There's a set screw to swap out. So the purpose of this rod here is to kind of break any glue that gets inside, is what that thing is, this little scraper is for. And then it's also pretty flush fitting on the inside of the brass tube. So it's intended to also be your guide rod working it. Okay, so let me clear this off a little bit better. Sometimes getting started with the wood is the hardest part. Not to mention my little cutters might be dull. And this is, I guess, not tight either. Boom. I'm going to go to where I can put more leverage on. There. Dust. Whew, there we go. Boom. Wait a second. No. That will not work. Whew. Need my barrel trimmer sharpened. Ugh. Well, well. Excuse me.
Yuck. Oh man, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Um, let's see. Let's see. This is the right one, not that one. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, man. Having a good weekend and whatnot. So we did a job. Was it perfect? No. I'm gonna have to revisit it. Good, good, good. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. Did you get anything while you were there? Yeah. Oh, you were right, Kevin. Dang, man. Wonder when that happened. Oh. Well, dang. That's a ways away, huh? Well, that's awesome. We got some notebooks. Talk to, you talk a lot to Jonathan? Jonathan's a cool dude. Oh, good. That's awesome. Oh, man. That's why he's there. That's cool. Hey, Brian, you back? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're going to finish sanding. That's what we're doing. Okay, that one. All right, we're looking pretty good. We're looking good. Little lateral scratches here. Okay, and one more. Leaf sandpaper. Alrighty. That was good. If you're talking to me, it's good. It was a good party. Let's see. We had a couple, two, three. Ugh. Yeah. Wait, that's good. Huh? Oh, shake it. Okay. Oh. Alright, this is a super basic. Pretty cool. Not super basic, but pretty basic. A little Tripoli, it's a violet friction polish. So we're going for it. Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. All right, I could put her. Yeah. 1 second.
Well, unfortunately, I think Purple Heart is one of those that gives me a, I guess, a runny nose. So sorry about that. Ah, there we go. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, the party. What do we do? What do we do? Shoot. I don't know. What did we do? She didn't want donuts like she typically does. We, very different. But yeah, everything happens in like rapid succession. First, it starts with, uh, so Abby's birthday's in January. Stella's is the 9th of February. Then we got Valentine's Day. And then my birthday is the 20th. And then my other daughter is in the following month. So it's kind of crazy that we just back to back to back. It just seems like, everything just, I guess we get everything taken care of in the earlier times. Let's see. So, like I said, this is for a Duraclick EDC. Now I've got a Purple Heart Duraclick EDC. Well, let's get it to the home stretch here before we say we got it, because maybe something will be messed up. Let's see. I'm going to pop this off here. That way I can leave this in place. At least for the most part. Let's rotate that just a little bit. There we go. So there are the components here, little baggies. So these are the two parts that get pressed in, and then these are the components that thread in to those. And I'm going to, where did it go? Aha! Boom. Components. Let's see. I need to do a little adjustment on this first. I'm going to put all these over there. Not an ideal sort of case here. Perfect. So this way you have less material to actually drill here. Boom. Okay. See, hindsight, right? Hindsight, we should have already done this. But now we had to backtrack a little bit because I didn't go far enough. So that was just to see if you were paying attention. This is a Duraclick EDC from Purple Heart. So good thing we already finished all this, you know, because now I got to get it back in here and trim just that little spots here. So we're gonna see what square does here real quick. Uh-oh. Yeah, well, the plan was to make the Duraclick EDC. Now I'm just messing stuff up here. Oh, jeez. It's gonna get worse. Maybe this is the sign for me to make that adjusted one. Oh, yuck. All right, that's okay. It's all right. Kevin, it appears that we are making a mess. Yep, we're making mistakes, messes. Yeah, that's just not going to work. So I got to go get the cones right quick. And then it'll probably be a little small. Let's see. There's there's two. All right. So these are usually for a CA finish. However, because I have bowload things along the way here, we're going to end up using these for fixing. So I went a little thinner than the bushings, which is a problem, a little bit of a problem, but we're going to remedy that. These are CA bushings that we're not going to use here. Okay. Oh, Lordy. I'll try to just... Yeah. Kevin, we're making a mess, man. This is not going how we want it to. So this pin should have already been pressed together. However, because I messed up, I had to backtrack a little bit here. Anyway, learning, yeah. I mean, I don't usually make kits, so yeah, I suppose there is a little bit of a learning element of it. And it was looking pretty good, too. Well, I mean, I don't know about happy. Certainly an accident, but I don't know about a happy one. But we could take the Bob Ross route. I like it. Man, I must have like messed up my grits here or something. Because those are deep. My lateral marks here, or my let's see if we can. It is ugly. Oh. All right. Well, we will move the camera here. Now, you might be able to see the lines that I'm talking about. So these circles right here, no good. Gotta get rid of those. But see, now we're in a balancing act of getting rid of these, but not removing too much material to where the kit will just look stupid. Anyway, I guess this is a good lesson on why lateral sanding is pretty significant and can help alleviate the circumferential lines here. Look at that. See? Make a learning slash teaching point out of it. Alrighty. Boom. Okay. Let's see how we look now. I don't want it too tight. I don't want to mess up the bushings here. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's see. What did I do? What did I do? Where did it all begin? Well, you see, I started to turn wood, and that is where it all started. All right, so I had the whole thing like pretty much done, right? And then because my barrel trimmer wasn't as good as I had hoped it was, I didn't get far enough down, which I thought I was going to be able to deal with it later, and I could have, but when I turned it down to its close to its final size, that's when I should have done it, and I didn't. And then I tried to do it after, it didn't work out. So that's what it is. All right. We are going to go ahead and just touch a little bit. Perfect. See. Oh, good enough. Let's see. What would heat do? Oh, I suppose I can go ahead and do that. People would have some blanks. They didn't have any? Dang. Well, that's kind of fun, right? So because you asked, I suppose I can torch it. Shoot, messed up already, might as well. And messed up, maybe. It might be recoverable. But let's see. All right, let's see. Not this. Not that. Okay, this. Boom. Okay, so there we go. So what I did is I didn't trim all the way down to the brass, and you want to do that because the brass is designed to be the right size for the kit. And if you don't do that, well, then it won't match up correctly. So I barrel trimmed later than I should have. Yeah. Because I was trying to solve a different problem that shouldn't actually be a problem that needs solving, but oh well. Let's see. Would it melt? No, it would not melt the wood. It would melt plastic. But we got a torch here. There we go. Boop. You can see it. A below torch. Oh lordy, I'm sorry. But we got this. How you doing, Vinny? Right. Well, we haven't done anything other than sand it, so we'll go ahead and move my little thingy here out of the way right quick. What does heat do to the resin? It causes the resin to get softer, and it can bend and flex depending on how much heat. And then it also kind of melts it, but mostly burns it. And also creates a toxic gas. So I would not suggest doing that. And that includes lasers. Don't laser that either. Let's see. All right, so we're just gonna hit it. All right. So as I heated it up, you can see this little bit coming out, which is kind of interesting. So you could make some decent shapes with a little bit of heat. I don't suggest it because I'm pretty sure you'll create a toxic gas as well. But people have left them out in the car, and what that does is it causes them to like, whoa. The blank gets a little warped. Okay, well that was something, right? We torched it. Oh, here we go. Getting toasty. Yeah, laser and acrylic's fine. Lasering like Alumilite is not fine. It creates the toxic gas. Yeah, because I laser acrylic as well. Well, this is one of the things that I did. Laser cut that. Oh, sorry. That sap out of the wood. It's a good question. It might be. Could be. It's pretty toasty. But I don't actually know. I don't know if it's sap or not. We are going to do it with a little bit of 600 right quick though. It was hot. It was indeed hot. So now that we got the surface, you know, just how we want it, now I got to mess it up again because I don't like it as much. So we drop the speed, do a little of this. See, now we're textured. I guess I'm just, you know, in a sanding mood. There you go. So this is the piece of paper before, and this is after I burned it. You can see that it did do something like, obviously lighter and darker. Pretty neat. So we're just going to call it good enough there. I'm going to do a little lateral sanding. What wood is this? This is Purple Heart. And Purple Heart, I've never cooked it before, but I've seen it cooked, and it obviously makes it a lot darker. I'll go get a different pen once I'm done with this one to show you the difference between them. Now, I gotta do the finishing all over again because the flame makes it turn purple. It makes it, I mean, it makes it darker, like a deeper purple. Yeah. Yeah, the UV will definitely do that too. But now we're just trying to bring this to a finished project here. No, Purple Heart is not expensive. I'd say that it was so 60 blanks out of, for 70 blanks for $10 is about how much I paid for it. So no, it's not expensive. It's really cheap. So I got the board. I got some wood like this, right? I got a slab, or what is it? Dimension lumber. I got that, and then I cut it, and but I got it also on sale, and I was able to cut 70, probably 74 blanks or so, something like that, and it was 20 bucks. So I guess that's almost like a quarter to 30 cents each. Is that what that is? I don't know. Something like that. Okay. We're going to crank up the speed for some friction polish. But yeah, some wood is very expensive. Some wood is not so expensive. Purple Heart falls in the really interesting looking, not expensive category. And I'd also say pretty easy to work with too. Like you can see that this is quite a bit darker because I burned it. And it looks pretty neat. I'm gonna do another coat of friction polish here. Yeah. I think this will actually be a cooler color scheme for the kit itself. So friction polish is, as it sounds, you spin it, generate friction, and you can kind of see it creating that shine. And my fingers are also really hot. Oh, you know what would be cool? Okay, let's do this. This is neat. Okay. Alrighty. You see it? See the blank? Oh, jeez. Come on. Did Abby kill both of them? Oh, sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, jeez. Well, this is Abby's resin thermometer here. It's like 58, 66 point. So we're at 66. I know you can't see it, but it's in there. It's, you can kind of see it, 66. And then this is 64. Now, we're going to use the friction polish. So find a clean spot, a nice thicker layer, right? Because it's friction, it's going to build heat. So I'm going to get it going. So you're kind of heating up the polish for it to like one grip in and then two for it to actually build that shine. All right, so we were at 66 before. We'll turn it off and then see what we're at. Oh, it only got to about 75. Well, there we go. 123, 125, 123, 120. So obviously you can see I had to turn it sideways because the laser itself shoots from here, I believe. Yeah, the laser shoots from the top, and then this is actually where the reading is. So I was not able to do what I was intending on doing. So, but yeah, it got up to like 125. So friction polish builds up, gets it to 125. In my case, that's how high it went for me. Now we're not going to mess with it anymore. We're going to put this bad boy together and call it good, man. I don't want it to fall. I don't want, you know what I mean. I don't want to fall apart all over again. Anyway, believe it or not, this is the same kind of wood right here, which is pretty darn cool. All right, here we go. This is going to come off again. I'm going to move this over. Okay. Now I've got my pin press. What's that in degrees? So probably Celsius. I don't know. I don't know. Here, I'll look it up for you right quick. 120. We'll say 120 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Let's see. We're looking at 48.89. And then the normal temperature was 67, which was 19.5. So 65-ish. So 65 is 18 Celsius to 125. So 51.67. So there. But we'll just say 52. 18 to 52. So somewhere around there. Yes, it is hot. That's why I had multiple wraps on my paper towel when I was using the friction polish. Yeah, Brian, you were. Okay. Alrighty. So let's go ahead. I've got this right here. And what I'm going to do. Oh, whoop. Pardon me. Pardon me. Come on over here. Here we go. Oh, too far. That's good. That'll work. Right? Yeah. All right, so you take everything out. This is the cone. If it will come out. Here we go. Here is the grip section. This is the top part that the clip can come off of. So if you want the clip on it, make sure you have it in place before. And don't take it off like I just did. So this goes right in. So boom, boom, boom. Everything's good. So you could do a couple things here. Just check the end. Oh, sorry. Check the end right quick. Give it a little wipe there. Same on both sides. Give it a little wipe. So we're going to see which orientation we're going to go with this. How about this way here? Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah. So we'll go that way. So here we are. Now I'm going to use the pin press. Let's go ahead and zoom out a bit. Sorry, just a moment. It'll take just a second. There we go. Sorry about that. Now we're looking good. Now we're looking saucy. Okay. So this is a pin press. On this side of the black side of the pin press here, it actually has a nice little recess for a cone. So it's pretty nice. So we're going to just go ahead and stick this in here. Yep. So I want to make sure that it's going to go straight, right? So put it in line and press it. Okay. All right, now we got to see the moment of truth here. Sorry. So this is a Parker style refill, right? Some kits, they sell Parker style refills, and it's just that. It's a Parker style. I say it that way because it's not branded or labeled or anything like that. So, but a Parker refill is the same size. And then this, for the EDC DuraClick pin, this part actually comes off. So when you need to change your refill, you got to keep this stupid piece, which is why I was going to make a modification to where it's just going to be for that. So anyway, I digress. I don't like that in particular, but it's fine. So this goes down. This is a Schmidt SK88 DuraClick, or a Schmidt SK88 click mechanism. All right. So there we go. And we got it just where it needs to be. Yep. It went as expected. Not a single hiccup. Let's see. You thought they screwed in? They do, sir. They do screw in. So the nose cone as well as the back end here. So this click mechanism can unscrew, and also the front can unscrew. And that's how, well, two different ways, I guess, to replace the ink. As for the other parts, no, they just press into the brass. Yep. Does it write nice? You know, that's where it's kind of funny, because it might not, but that's more or less the ink refill than it is. That's the ink refill's fault rather than, yeah. Hello. Hit that like button. I'm just kidding. You do you. Yeah, I'd say it writes nicely. It writes on par with a Parker. However, what I usually do is I take a refill like this, a Fisher Space Pen refill, and I will replace the Parker. So I guess this is just another thing. The white part here flips over and then sits on the ink refill, making it as long as a Parker refill, which you still need that other white piece from the previous kit component. Is the refill, yeah, the one that I put in the pen is the one that it came with, and it writes, so but it's not a branded Parker or anything like that. But yeah, I like putting Duraclick, or I like putting Fisher Space Pen refills into the Duraclick pen. I just find that to be much nicer. Yeah. Let's see what to do. Yeah. That's good. It's good to know. I have a deal with Fisher, or I buy them. I use them in the military, and they got a lot of different colors, and it's a ballpoint too, not a roller ball. Although you could use roller balls. That's one of the things I was thinking about doing, is writing down all the different refills that would fit inside the different types of yeah. Let's see. How much would a pen like that sell? I'll be honest, I don't really sell kit pens. So I'm not sure. Excuse me. Let's see. 60 to 80. Yeah, probably. You could probably go from there. Like I said, the kit was about the kit itself is about 20, about 15. I think it's about 15 actually. As long as you get, yeah, it's I just looked it up. Oh, that's the pencil. Hold on. Yeah, pen kit is 16. So yeah. But this one in particular, I really just did it. Need to work that out. Yeah. I mean, here's the other thing is it's worth whatever somebody would pay for it. So to an extent, you know, although somebody could do it for less, some would do it for more. So it really just kind of boils down to what it is that you want to do. And but I would probably, well, I don't list them for sale anyways. My wife does that. Again, it does still happen. 47 UK, that loads. I don't know what that means. That loads. Is that a UK expression? How much do my custom pins sell for? They range between like 150 to more. I think the cheapest, I wouldn't say stock pin, but oh, Yeah, totally. Um, let's see. There is a particular pen that we make um, that is about 400. So there's a lot that goes into it. So, it's a matter of like time and stuff like that. Time, skill, originality. I guess it's like your signature sort of thing. And there's a lot of things to consider and look at. And I turn for a living. So this is a full time. Obviously not today. I'm kind of messing around. Today is a play around day. I mean, semi productive, right? But not, I don't have to be productive today, I guess is the best way to say it. Because my hobby is also my job. So I have an idea, I'll write it down. Then I'll come here and I'll do it. Like there's quite a few pins that I've got that are at various stages of completion or different designs and stuff like that that I want to try out. And so I'll come here and I'll do it. I mean, yeah, if that's what you really like to do, I'd say yeah, it's a pretty good job. But if you don't like doing it, obviously it will not be a good job for you. Some people don't like to turn 50 things a week um, every week. But that's why you build systems and structures and everything like that. Then you have everything in place to do what it is that you want to do. As some people say, you will fall back to your last, most reliable system. So you got this great idea, you start doing it, but then it goes back to old habits sometimes, right? So those are your previous systems in this context, at least. But yeah, I'd say it is a pretty sweet job. I enjoy it. My workshop is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. Let's see. Let me. Actually, I'll leave this. I'll leave this like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. All right, let's look at this right quick. Um, okay. Now you're looking in the corner of my garage here. All right. So, you can see back here. I'll just go over there. What can we see? What can we see? Let me. That'll be better. Okay. So there's that, and then you can see my hand over here. There's the camera that's looking over there. You get motion sick. I had to avert your eyes. So anyway, here's the little full view. The pano here. So we've got this back here, which is my little rolling storage, whatnot, propane. My other storage thing that I just got. There's my wood project shelf right there. Over here. And then I've got my bandsaw next to that. And then a heater above that. So a heater up there. And then my other bandsaw with a little heat reflector or deflector. That's my bandsaw. My other big one. There's some more wood, a fan, and then now we're over where the other one's looking. So let me bring this one back around. Boom. Okay. Now, let's do this. We can zoom. Okay. So those are boxes of blanks. All of these over here are boxes of blanks. All of these blanks. More blanks with a lot of blanks behind the cardboard as well. More blanks. More blanks. And then there's some boxes here that also have blanks. Yeah, yeah. And then another box here. And then there's some just random molds. Got some burl over here. This stuff is really cool. Ow. This is, I believe it's Australian red mallee. I could be wrong though. Pretty sure it is. And then got some buffing stuff and things that I just threw down on the ground over here. And then other random stuff. But yeah, there. I don't know if you were able to see all of that or not, but yeah, that's that. Okay, we'll hop back over here. And I'm gonna put this back. Boom. But yeah, that's a little workshop. I mean, you hadn't seen this table here, but I have to step back. I don't want to do that right now. But yes, actually, that was a pretty productive stream. A lot of people came and chatted and said hey and whatnot. So I very much appreciate all of that. It's good seeing everybody. Yeah, let's see. Let's recap right quick, I guess. So I messed up a couple of these, but I also made a couple of these. So that's fun. These are two fountain pens, and they've got Fit for a Joe number 6. One is a Marauder, and the other one is a Guardian. That's just basically the profile. I just gave them different names. And then we got the heated Purple Heart. Let me go get the other Purple Heart right quick. That was one other thing that I wanted to show before I concluded. One moment, please. Okay, so sorry about that. I just wanted to show you right quick. I'm gonna hop to the other camera. Okay, good enough. All right, so here's the pin that we made, right? This is the one that we burned or heated up, I guess. Got a little dust on it already. And then this is also Purple Heart without doing that. My goodness. You can see the difference. The one on the bottom is obviously a lot darker. So it's pretty cool the different effects that you can get from Purple Heart, and they say that they look pretty good. So pretty neat. Pretty neat. So I very much appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I hope you learned something. If you'd like to see more just like this, you know where to find me. But yeah, I appreciate you all hanging out. Just want y'all to know that being here, you made my day. So hope I'll have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Be safe. I will see you next time. Take care.